process of art, but how does that feed back into society, the general population? What contact is there between the centres and people behind it?
Well, more or less the idea is, first, the management is usually a community of artists who decide to meet together and to take care of the place, and they made some kind of jury to give the different places to the young people. This is the system. The idea was that the city council asked to them, and also because of this territorial program, we would like to you to share a little bit your activities with the neighborhood. And this, everyone makes different things. For example, here, Angar, they made some kind of festivals. For example, last week, made a festival called Scena Poblano. Poblano is the neighborhood. Poblano is Sen. It was some kind of festival of the very little companies of the neighborhood of theater. They made some kind of possible exhibitions here and there. Some kind of to try to make some kind of arrangement of the companies of the neighborhood. The neighborhood is very strange because it was the more industrial part of the city of Barcelona, but it keeps a population very interesting for the all workers of the factories, and they have some kind of very interesting little companies and theater office. And also there is a place for new young people who decide to move here because sometimes it's some kind of a neighborhood of new expectatives. And Angar has this mission of coordinate these things in a cultural way. Or for example, the Center of Dance, who is in a very industrial part of the city, but with very new population because they build a lot of new buildings for young families. They decide to make every Saturday, I think, some kind of popular exhibition to the neighbors about the thing they are making. So Saturday is open to the neighbors, and this is interesting because they have a very modern and contemporary companies of dance who they make exhibition up to the kids of the workers, and this is very strange, very sweet. Or, for example, the people of circus, the idea, because the idea is there is no place for the exhibit. The exhibition is only for big kids of art and provocative. But they decide now and then to make some kind of exhibition too about the things, to the people of this part of the city, which is the south of Poblano. And this is a bit, the thing is the city council asked to them to try to promote this relationship.
There's a real social agenda there, community agenda.
Yes, well, yeah. It depends on them. The real problem is they must to manage something that is very expensive, because the idea is the rent people, the artists who use this space is very cheap, because the idea is to help them. It means they have to make some kind of engineer of economical ways to survive. For example, this plateau we are now, they had the good chance that when it was the concert of Portishead in Barcelona. Portishead rented this place for 15 days to make, and was a lot of income for them to survive. And the idea is city pay you equipment and you can use it as you want, but with the consideration of the neighborhood.
I have a question about, you talked a lot about projects that have stopped because funding in countries of here has gone. Is there, does something in the UK that is happening a lot temporary projects, like temporary things, like projects that can fill the gap. While we don't have any money to do something, we allow people to, for instance, have allotments or use a space in a temporary way.
No entiendo muy bien.
But do you promote any temporary use of the space while
Yes, well, not me.
But
my task is more or less is to make some kind of help to the process, to the architectural process. There is an office where it was Sergi Diaz, I think you have been talking with him. He is a wonderful man, you must know, because he has very good relationship with all kind of companies like that. He's like the generosity to everybody, and for example, they usually fabric goods to this kind of different temporary things. You have a project, you do something, and you have the possibility to have it there in place. And the other things is more difficult for me. When I talk to this equipment, it exists in reality, like Caldera. The thing is, the city council give them money to one activity that works. I don't know how to say in English, the subvention. We made a program each year about you have a cultural project and they give you money to help you. And this is, even with the crisis, it keeps.
But people like Ricart, you said that they are private who own the land here. And you sort of in contact with them and say, okay, there is an opportunity for people to use this place, would you be happy using the space? There's no this sort of private
But different with the owner of this place called Ricart. We made some urbanistic figure. We made junta de compensación, compensation meeting. It means the idea was to arrange from the beginning the responsibility of each one, but then each one have the investment. Because there are people who are not interested at all in culture. The thing of the culture is another way. The director of theatre or something.
I think what Daniel is asking relates to what you were saying about the Ricart and his company. Temporary.
But this is a personal thing.
I mean,
for culture.
I suppose.
No, I was telling them because there is a lot of people very interested in Barcelona in the world of architecture. And for example, there is a team called Straddle 3. They have a very beautiful project, a social project. They made some kind of arrangement between city councils and private companies to arrange something. For example, now they are making a very beautiful project in Arbúcies, it's a village about 80 kilometers from Barcelona. The city council of Arbúcies had a problem with young people, because you know that in Spain there is 25% of unemployment, but in the young people it's about 54. There is a big problem with young people, and they had a problem with a lot of young people without anything to do, and this Straddle 3 made a very beautiful project to make a skate park. And this skate park has been building with some help of the City Council of Arbúcies and a lot of help from a company called Fomento de Construcciones Contratas, which they are building a new road near Arbúcies, and the Straddle 3 went to talk with them, and they have the material they will use in the road to build this skate company. And they are building this skate park. Last week, I offered them, because it was very funny, because in the Picasso Museum, which very interesting, of course, is the most famous museum of Barcelona, they had a problem with two very big lamps. They don't know what to do with the lamps, and I called to David from Stradon 3, and now that next week they're going to take the lights from the Museum Picasso to the skate park of Arbusias to be able to use. But it's very interesting because they are very nice and very sympathetic people, and so it's very, if you talk with them, they are very sweet and intelligent, and they have a very, very intelligent discourse, thoughts about things like moon and things like this. I recommend you, they have a web interesting called Arquitecturas Colectivas. And like them, there's a lot of very interesting people here. For example, there's a people called Always Were Made. They have a very interesting job that is to teach architecture to the kids, and they made some kind of exhibition program to bring new and old buildings in Barcelona to the kids, to develop the infrastructure. I recommend Montse to, if you have time, to visit Casablanc. They show Casablanc. Casablanc was a very beautiful housing building from the 30s in the Republic, times of the Spanish Republic. Was a government from the 1931 to 1936, very developed, and was very much interested in the public things. And they made Casablanc, which is a very interesting example of rationalistic architecture. There was flats for workers of the big fabric of Maquinista. And this building was not finished because of the Civil War, but now the Center of Design of Barcelona recuperate one of the flats and recuperate the old furniture and the old equipment, and is open to the visitors. And the Globus were made is one of the lot of it. Well, let's go to visit